I'm going to continue this. This actually helps me to not forget. This is a topic that I want to talk about, certain things I want to mentor and teach and share with people to help, especially people that are really struggling with anxieties. Basically, they're struggling to live their life. So the title of this live stream is obviously Anxiety, How to Start Finally Living, because that's what enabled me to change my life many years ago when my anxiety was just through the roof. It was at an unhealthy level where I couldn't live. I couldn't come out of my house. It was a nightmare. You know, in my 20s, I couldn't live. I couldn't work. I could hardly come out of the house. And that's when I knew that I needed to do something about it and change it. And I went on a journey and did that. And I've explained throughout my videos and the years that I've been mentoring how I did it. But a few things I want to talk about, right? A lot of people who are suffering with anxiety, especially in the way that I used to have it, they judge themselves too harshly and they think that, you know, there's something not wrong, you know, they're not normal and other people don't have it. The truth is, everyone has anxiety. Anxiety comes with being human, but not everybody deals with anxiety in the same way, and not everybody has the same levels of anxiety. So example, you know, the way that I used to deal with my anxiety was not great. I didn't face it, I didn't move forward, I was scared to come out of my house. Now, the way that I deal with my anxiety now is so much different. I'm able to live the life that I want, run a business. I've achieved all the goals that I had way back when I was really struggling in my 20s, and I've obviously got new goals now, you know, business and things like that. So it's really putting it into perspective and saying, what is a normal amount of anxiety that everyone has, and what is an unhealthy amount of anxiety that is beyond normal to the point where, and the way that you really answer that question is, how is your life at the moment? Not in a way to judge yourself, but are you living life? Because really that is the solution with overcoming anxiety, you know, to a certain context. As I said before, even when you overcome anxiety, you're still going to get anxiety, but you might not get it as much and you're able to deal with it a lot better. So I learned how to deal with my anxiety by going out and facing it and developing skills, disciplines, tools, you know, strengthening my mind, educating myself, and mostly through taking action, through going to the boxing gym, doing public speaking, meeting people, making friends, especially starting a business, learning to sell, learning to speak. But I want people to know that, because I want to help more people, and I know there's a lot of people that might view other people or view me and think, oh, they're successful, they're confident, they don't appear to have any anxiety, and I'm less than. It's like, no, we do. Everyone's got anxiety. You know, I've mentored doctors, everyone, different backgrounds, lawyers, business people, actors. I've mentored people from all around, and they all had anxiety. And I've actually got help from doctors, and they've told me. So it's really about two things I want to remind you of. What your anxiety levels are at the moment. Are they at a level where they're not so high where you can live your life and enjoy your life? That is important to answer that question. And the second one is, you know, how much control do you have over your anxiety? Because that's really going to determine your life. So that's why I recommend all my clients go to the gym, because when you go to the gym, it lessens your anxiety, and less anxiety is obviously a happier life, right? People that don't go to the gym are going to have higher levels of anxiety, lower self-esteem, and they're not going to be able to manage their anxiety as well as someone that's going to the gym regularly in most cases. So what I'm trying to explain is, anxiety is normal. You know, we have anxieties because we care about our family. You know, we worry about things, we've got bills to pay. If you're crossing the road and there's a car coming, anxiety keeps you alive. It makes you look left and right, and it keeps you vigilant. So there's a healthy amount of anxiety, which we have as humans. We've got emotions, and there is also an unhealthy amount. And when I was younger, I had unhealthy amounts of anxiety because I didn't address the problem. It just kept getting worse. And a huge contributing factor was the fact that I didn't face it. I didn't do therapy. I didn't do exposure because I was so scared of getting hurt or harmed or being shamed. And when I got to a point where it was so painful, I couldn't go on living anymore. And I wanted to end my own life, but I didn't actually want to do that, but I felt like that. And that's when I started to get the help. So people that have got high levels of anxiety have either got to get professional help, a therapist or a mentor or someone that can help you to improve it, or they've got to do it on their own, follow my videos or follow the advice online, things that I teach, and put it into practice. Because you don't want to leave it because it gets worse. And then obviously, a huge part of my journey was no longer caring about what people thought, because I lived in shame for many years, and the shame is actually what created a lot of the problems I had in my life. Because I was ashamed at the time that I had anxiety, and I thought that there was something wrong with me. As I got older and built confidence and succeeded and didn't care about what people thought anymore, I finally discovered, no, everyone has anxiety, but obviously some people have got less than others. It depends on how much trauma you've had as a kid. It depends on your personality, but you can't get away from the fact is that anxiety is part of being a human being, and we all get anxiety, especially if we have a breakup in a relationship, someone dies, we get a challenge, a health scare. So, anxiety triggers are normal because you're human, but it's putting anxiety into a positive perspective, which is what I'm doing in this mentorship conversation and trying, so you can live a better life and get control over your anxiety, as opposed to allowing your anxiety to get control of you to the point where you can't live your life. You can't work, you can't earn a living, you can't build relationships, you can't enjoy your life. And I've always said that's not fair on anyone. And I always promised that when I changed my life and got to where I am now, and even before, I was going to help people. I was going to share my story, and I've been doing that, and I try and do that on a daily basis in my business and my talks. And I obviously work on my own anxieties by living a positive life and communicating. So it's really about getting the help that you need, and then obviously being of help to yourself by practicing positive habits. Most of the habits are around communication, socializing with people, positive people, going to the gym, eating healthy, having goals in life, having a routine, and having someone that you can talk to on times where your anxiety is really bad. And that's what even I do, as a teacher myself, instead of I'm a person too. So it's also having friends that you can talk to about what's bothering you or making you anxious, so you can calm down. So this perspective is so important. I wish I had it when I was younger, because I would have had a lot less suffering, and I could have improved my life quicker. But I didn't have the information at a certain point, and obviously I've got no regrets, because I wouldn't be where I am now. But looking back, so I want to put this information out. Please like, share, and subscribe. Help more people that have got anxiety to live a better life, and to give them the education to let them know that anybody that they look up to, anyone you look up to, has got anxiety. If you dig a little bit deep and you hear their story, they may not have it as much as you've got right now, but that should inspire you that if they've done it, so can you. But they do have it though, because they're human. Whilst you're human, you're going to have anxiety. Anyone with any credentials will tell you that, whether you talk to a mentor who's got, I'm an expert in this area, if you talk to a doctor, if you talk to a therapist, if you talk to an anxiety specialist, they will say that there's a healthy amount of anxiety that we all have that keeps us alive. We need a bit, but there is an unhealthy amount where you need to get the problem solved, unless of course you don't want to live like that. So it's your lifestyle habits, it's your gratitude. For me, it's my faith, my daily habits, how I talk to myself, what I practice. Those are the things that teach you how to control it, and it's practice. Sometimes you do have to just get this bill. I get the bill, right? Oh, I thought you'd come to me. So there is a responsibility that comes. You got to practice. You got to work on calming it down, like I said. But like I said, there were periods in my life where everything was going well in all my everything was going well, career, relationships, health, and my anxiety was like gone, and I was like, this is amazing. I'm going to be like this forever. But eventually it came back, you know, when I had a breakup, when someone passed away, when new challenges came in, when I had challenges in my business with clients, or I was worried about someone. So you've got to put it into the right perspective instead of saying, I'm not normal because I've got anxiety. Other people are normal, they don't have it. And it's like, that's not true. That isn't true. You think they don't have it because that's what you think, but your knowledge is incorrect. They do have it. They might, you know, they just might be at a different stage of it. You know. Thank you, man.
You're welcome.
You finishing at 11, right?
No, not an hour. Or maybe early, let's see. Maybe we can go home early.
That'd be great. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's just going short. The more I enjoy it, it's just day's over. Maybe not for you. For me, it's like it's quick.
Almost over. Weekend is over.
Weekend is over. Yes. Are you tomorrow? Are you working tomorrow?
No, tomorrow I'm off.
Oh yeah. Enjoy your day off tomorrow.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I'll see you Wednesday.
I will see you Wednesday if I'm here. All right. Awesome. Enjoy your day off, man. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Enjoy the conversation.
Have a good night.
Have a good night. All right. See you soon. Bye. So yeah, I wanted to explain that. I'm going to do a lot more videos, and I'm hoping I can get on more podcast shows so I can share my story and help more people. Because there's so many people that don't have this information, and it's frustrating for me. It upsets me because they could be living a better life if they had the right information, especially from someone who suffered with really bad anxiety and has made massive progress. And I run a business and help other people, so there's no reason why any of you can't do it. If I can do it, you definitely can. So it's, you know, all those things that I said. If you want to learn more, you can check out my channel. I've got loads of videos, hours of live streams, client testimonials on ways that you can lessen your anxiety, better manage it, and live a positive life and be a confident person. That's another thing I want to share. People have got this misconception that you can't be confident and have anxiety. And if that was true, then I wouldn't be doing these talks, you know, respectfully. Or my clients, so many people that I've gone online and seen amazing transformations from other people that I don't know. I've just watched their story and they've had anxiety and they've been able to live an amazing life. So don't let anxiety make you think that you can't change when you can. You can't live your life because you can. So anyway, that's my final thoughts. I'm going to make a move today. It's been a really good long day. I do live streams regularly, talk to all of you. I just wanted to quickly make this before I lost my train of thought. I wanted to build on it. So I'm going to do a longer live stream probably tomorrow when I can, probably about 2 hours on this area, and help people to change their life, educate them more on ways they can manage anxiety and make them know that there's nothing to be ashamed of. You know, I've met so many interesting people, mentors. Everyone I've met has told me at some point, yeah, I get anxiety, I have it in certain areas, or, you know, certain situations. Some people are less anxious than other people are, but everyone has it. It's just how they deal with it and the levels of anxiety that you are able to get it down to. So there's hope for everyone. All right, so awesome. Good night. Talk to all of you soon. Thank you.